Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lois with Diamonds and Things. I thought I'd do a short Wip Chat and just share a little bit of what happened this past week. Not that much has really happened, but I'm still working on Heaven Sent by Diamond Art Club. I'm almost done, probably 3/4 of the way. I'm going to be working in this area today, and I'm starting with this. And I'm using my beautiful green pen I got from Mike's Diamond Pens on Etsy. And I've got a 4-placer in with, I hope, enough wax. I use, where'd it go? I use my Dreamer Design purple wax. And I've got a tray, my big tray that I like. So I just thought I'd come on here for a little bit and chit chat. I hope everything's going well. If you're new, welcome. I'm glad you stopped in. And if you're returning, I appreciate you coming back. So I hope everybody's well out there and everybody's week is going well. Of course, it's the weekend, and I know a lot of people that work, obviously, like the weekends. They're the ones that work all week long. And my pen is not working here. I'll put some more wax in here. So my week, I had a wonderful surprise this week. And you're probably going to laugh, but maybe some people can understand this. But I think everybody has like a special grocery store that they really enjoy going to. Well, I'm originally from New York, and in my area in New York, there is a store called Wegmans. And to me, it's like, it's a super city of food. So where I live in the Northeast, in Connecticut, we don't have one. Although there are Wegmans, like in Massachusetts, and I think there's one actually in South Connecticut in the Norwalk area, but it's a crazy, I mean, it's probably the same distance as the one that I was fortunate enough to go to. Wednesday night, my daughter texted me and asked me if I was ready to go, because she had forewarned me over the weekend that she was going to take me for a surprise someplace, and I had no clue. So we're driving up to Massachusetts, an hour ride. All the time I'm wondering, where the heck are we going? I had all sorts of things in my mind. So we pull into this big shopping area, and there it is. There's a Wegmans an hour away. And it's like, oh my gosh, what a wonderful surprise. And I know it probably seems like nothing to somebody, but I'll tell you, when you end up, I've got a Walmart like 1 minute up the road, and then I'm in the little town that I live. There's a grocery store called Geisler's, and there's also a big Y, but I'll tell you what, they do not come close to Wegmans. Wegmans has everything you could think of that anybody would want. The bakery aisle is like I don't know the word for it, but it's remarkable. That's a good word for it. Got all sorts of meats and cheeses and deli stuff and just all the products, dry products you could think of. And it's just a wonderful variety of foods. So I picked up a couple things that I really miss. Like, I had lived in the South for quite a while, and I got used to called Duke's mayonnaise, and I love it. I grew up on Miracle Whip, and to me, Miracle Whip is way too sweet, and it's just, I don't like it. My mother used to buy that all the time. So I got a couple more jars of Duke's mayonnaise, and thankfully, with all the preservatives in our foods these days, it'll last for a while. Some of my couple of my favorite things there. That was one of them. And then they've got this great cookie bar. So I got some. They've got chocolate covered macaroons, and not just little ones, just regular sized flat cookies. I got a couple of those, and they've got wonderful molasses cookies, and I don't know, you name it, they've got just an abundance of stuff like that. And we didn't, my daughter had brought a, one of the cooler bags, but it's not cold enough to keep frozen foods in, so we weren't able to get any frozen foods, but we're hoping to go back more prepared and take monthly visits up there to get things. So they used to have, New York used to have a brand name of baked beans called Grandma Brown's Baked Beans. And unfortunately, because of COVID, they didn't survive. But they were the most awesome beans you could, in my opinion, obviously in my taste. They were just wonderful. So they didn't have those, but I got some other kind of beans. And what else did we get? They've got speedy marinade. If you're not from New York, you're not going to know what a speedy is. But it's, you take chicken and cut it up, chicken or pork, cut it up, and there's a special speedy marinade. And I'm not even sure what's in it besides garlic and vinegar, but, you know, you marinate your meat overnight and then you cook it. We used to put it on a grill, cook the meat like that, and put it in a piece of Italian bread. So I got some more speedy marinade, and actually you can order it online from Lupo's Char Pit, it's called, if you're interested. But it's really good. It's just, and I've used it just for regular cooking of chicken, so like baking chicken or put it in the crock pot, and it just turns out wonderful. I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get all these arrows, these down arrows. Okay. So we went up there, and like I said, it took an hour. We didn't get home till, I didn't get home till 9 o'clock, which is fine because being retired, I make my own schedule, so it was a really nice surprise. My daughter's very, very loving to me when she does things like that, and she picks up on what I like and does special things for me. So I really appreciated that. And she likes to surprise me and see my expression when she does those things for me. And my granddaughter was with us too. And they just have wonderful food there. They've got hot bar, which a lot of stores do these days, but we didn't pick anything up from the hot bar. I don't know, it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. Little things in life that make you happy. So, has anybody read any books this week? Interesting books? I've got a book here called The Weird World, oh sorry, I can't really see that. The Weird World of Words. Let me see if I can pick one out for you. A Word to the Wise, Part 3. It says, the word therein contains 13 words spelled with consecutive letters, the, he, her, here, I, there, ear, re, rain, re, in, therein, and herein. Swims is the longest word with 180-degree rotational symmetry. If you were to view it upside down, it would still be the same word and perfectly readable. Unprosperousness is the longest word in which no letter occurs only once. WWW as an abbreviation for the World Wide Web has 9 spoken syllables, whereas the term being abbreviated has only 3 spoken syllables. Ultra Revolutionaries has each vowel exactly twice. And there's many more, obviously, because I like books like that tell you little trivia things and adds to your knowledge if you can remember it. But so, well, if you're new, thank you for dropping by. I think I already said that. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Click that notification button if you're interested in seeing when I put a video up. I've been watching different people's videos all week. Diamonds by Tita, Diamond Grandma. I've been watching Stitcherella. She's a cross stitcher. I bought a treadmill last month, trying to spend some time on that, as you know, a lot of people, like I'm overweight, as a lot of people are, because they just, as we get older, we don't move around as much as we used to. Our metabolism has slowed down, and at least mine has. I won't speak for you, but I know mine has. So I've been trying to get on my treadmill. I'm making a concerted effort, actually, of at least getting on it. That doesn't go there. How'd that get there? Who knows? You know, I'm sure that happens to everybody. It's like, oh, there's a stray lingering around there that just dumped on the way. But, God, I lost my train of thought. So I'm trying to make a concerted effort, at least 3 times a week. I've been on it, like, I spend a half hour at a time on it, excuse me, for 30-40 minutes, depending on how my left ankle feels, because 2 years ago I fell in the backyard in my house in South Carolina while I was weed whacking. Broke my left ankle, had to have what's called an ORIF, which they put a rod in you to hold the bone in place. So that's still acting up. And I say acting up because sometimes, like when I went to the New Kids on the Block concert, after standing for an hour, it was hurting. Or if I walk for a long period of time, it still bothers me. I actually have one of the screws broke last year, or no longer than that, not right after, but a couple months after he placed the screws in. The bottom screw broke, he told me. You can't see me over there. So that's been bugging me. So I have an appointment next week to have it checked out, as I'm sick and tired of it bothering me. So hopefully I don't have to have surgery on it, but if that's what's going to take care of it, then that's fine. I just want it to go away. So we'll see what happens there. So for a lot of people, school are starting. I know that, but thankfully I don't have to deal with that anymore. It's been a long time. Oh, what else is new? Let me know what's been happening in your world. It's starting to cool down just a little bit here. It's only in the 80s now, and at night, last night I think it was in the 60s. But there's not much going on. The neighborhood I live in, the people aren't that friendly, so I don't have any neighbors really to talk to much of the time. Let me see what color I can get next here. What symbol? Put that hitchhiker in there. That won't make any difference. Any good movies? I'm done watching my program that I was watching. I was watching Northern Exposure, and that's all over with. So now I have to find something else to watch until the new seasons start. Oh, and I have no clue what that's going to be. I think I'll do the Seas next. I want to finish this. I know I've said this before, but I want to get this finished by the end of the month. So I have a mystery kit, which I did a video on that I want to start too, but that's probably going to take me like forever to do. I have to work on it on my table here, which it'll be hanging over. We'll see how it goes. Curious, obviously, as to what it is. What the heck? Sorry for the crinkling. I don't use release papers. I just leave the strips of plastic on here and rip them. And with this one, I haven't ripped any of them off because I actually reuse them on other canvases, so my arm doesn't stick. So, like on, the budget-friendly ones, how the sides are really sticky. I'll put one of these plastic papers down so my arm doesn't stick. It makes it more comfortable to diamond paint. So, well, like I said, this is going to be short and sweet because my life is just so involved. Although I am having a Zoom job interview today. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't worked in a few years, and retirement's wonderful, but sometimes it's boring at the same time. So, and additional money always helps. So we'll see what happens. And that's not for a couple hours, but so I thought I'd pop in here and say hi, and hopefully everybody's doing well. I know some people are having a hard time in their life, and that's to be expected, but you just hold your chin up and go on. Try to resolve it. So I'm very fortunate. Been healthy all my life, except for my broken ankle and a few odds and ends, but, no big deal. So, it's only been like 18 minutes, but I guess I'll end here and try to finish working on this and see how far I can get today. All right, thank you for dropping in. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back another day. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.